Hello everyone, this is CJNovo992 and today we're back for another brand new video. And I'll be honest with you, today's video will be completely different than our normal regular schedule programming, where normally I come here, we discuss a Rangers topic and I try and make you laugh, whether it's at me or at the subject. It's usually a bit offering you a wee bit of a distraction whilst we go on this weird and sometimes wonderful Rangers journey together. But today's video will be stripped back a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, as it's a bit more of a serious conversation, I feel, as there's a topic and a subject that I have actually addressed a little bit in terms of a Rangers roundup, but it's just lingering around, and I'll be honest with every single person that's watching, it's got me rattled. And I really didn't use that word lightly, ladies and gentlemen, because I feel like after the amount of years we've done this channel now, you know what I mean? We've had some good moments, some bad moments, been a meme, been mocked, blah, blah, blah. It just comes part and parcel with the YouTube game, and I completely understand that. But where I am in life now, where it just genuinely doesn't affect me, and I'm completely numb to it, you know what I mean? It bounces off me like bullets to Superman. It's probably ironic that the only thing that can truly get under my skin these days is Rangers, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I feel like it's self-inflicted nonsense, whether it's on the park with these out-swinging corners for the amount of years that we've actually done it, or where a lot of the problems I think actually lie and bleed all the way down to onto the part where we get frustrated, and that's where we live. That's the problems of the actual part, because normally I sit here and I usually stick to the football. That's where we like to have fun, because win, lose or draw, we love our team, that is who we are, and we try to see the good and the bad and blah blah blah, right? So that's where we stay, ladies and gentlemen. But again, it's all bleeding down on to the park, and if I just keep looking here, I'm not actually being fair to everybody, and I'm not even being fair to myself, ladies and gentlemen, because I do feel like there is stuff that I want to talk about, and I'm not one of these guys that looks to kick the club at every single opportunity to cash in on some views. I think if you look over the years on the channel, I've been doing this a long time, there's only been a couple of videos where I felt like I had to talk about some of the off the field stuff and voice my displeasure, if you will, about guys that's running the club. But I feel like I am there right now, and I think I am there because to me there's a real lack of respect going on right now. We sat 18 days ago, ladies and gentlemen, and talked about the discussion regarding the part not going to be available, the building and everything like that. And look, in case you haven't seen that rumour video, I know it's not necessarily Rangers' fault that the materials haven't all arrived at the time. This delay, I get it. People have told me in the comments, I've reached out and spoke to people, understand this is what businesses need, not just clubs, but any type of business, if they're doing a building project, they didn't order on other materials first, because that puts the price up, because then you need to pay to store it, and storages, and that costs, and that builds and builds and builds. So they usually build with what's there, then it comes in and they keep it going like that, as that's more cost effective. And that's not a Rangers thing, it's not because we're skint or anything like that. We're actually being adults here right now. That's just a business thing, that's the way projects actually go. So I'm not sitting here trying to blame Rangers for being unlucky that the materials were delayed. Yeah, maybe we've just been unlucky. And again, that can happen, ladies and gentlemen. You can't blame or be frustrated too much or too badly at Rangers for that actually gone the way it's gone. But what you can get frustrated, and where you can, in my opinion, and why I'm sitting here right now, is just ask for a bit more respect for the guys that's leading our football club, is just to improve the communication and just let the fans actually know, because all there is complete and utter radio silence. It's been 18 days since we've been given the statement letting us know there's been a delay to the start of the season in terms at Ibrox. We have not heard a thing since then. There's been a Neil Doncaster interview a couple of days later where he addressed it round about a minute and a half, saying he's going to work with Rangers to try to help Rangers, etc, etc. But that has been it. And this story and this talking point has been able to build and build and get legs of its own, and now we're hearing rumours and speculation, and it's not even going to be September. You know what I mean? I was hoping to be standing there with my old man, September 28th versus Hibs, sitting there watching us at Ibrox, but that's probably not even going to be happening according to these new speculations, and because of this and because of that. And this is where it starts to frustrate the living life out of me, ladies and gentlemen, as we could fix all that, we could address all that speculation and just let the fans actually know, to stop this from spiralling and getting worse and worse and worse. Just come out and tell us what's actually going on. Again, they might not want to come out and say, oh, it'll definitely be done for the 28th of September, because again, Stuff can go wrong, you didn't want to do that, but just let the fans know that we're actively working towards this. Is it going to be at Murrayfield? Is it going to be at Hampden? Where's it actually going to be playing? Where is our home games going to be playing? It's 25 days or 28 days away from the start of the season, and we still don't know where we're going to be playing our home games. It is absolutely mind-boggling that we have not heard a whimper or any type of update in those 18 days, and where my frustration gets even worse, ladies and gentlemen, because I could accept that, right, but what I can't accept is leaking stuff to newspapers today, a hit piece on a guy that's left to go to Saudi Arabia to try and paint the blame on him because he's too busy doing his job. He'll not be able to respond and defend himself, and maybe Bisgrove has got a lot to actually do with this as well, you know. I mean, maybe he did drop it and just head to Saudi Arabia. Maybe a lot of the stuff that was said was fair in that article, but at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, to fire that out there and slip it out the back door and leak it out there whilst not addressing the fans, to me feels very childish and very, very disrespectful to every single fan that pours their blood, sweat, tears and money in to this actual football club. We should be getting the updates. We should be getting told. It shouldn't be getting leaked to newspapers to fire out and protect people's egos, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the way I look at that. And again, I'm not want to go too much into the article because you know how I feel about the old media, but the old pals that can feeding stuff out there to protect this and that, it's not for me, ladies and gentlemen. Just let the fans actually know what's actually going on. And again, my frustration builds and builds and builds because it's been over 650 days since me and thee has heard directly from the actual chairman. 650 days since we got an update in terms of a video or an interview just to let us know. In that time, ladies and gentlemen, we have sacked 2 managers. Gio wasn't backed, but he was then sacked. We had Beale, who was backed heavily, then sacked. Not a whimper, not a word. We've seen 2 CEOs leave this football club in terms of Robertson, who, again, whether you want to say he was fired or let go or pushed away or came to agreement, whichever wording you want to use, it was part of the reconstruction and everything like that. He moved on. Bisgrove, again, the golden child, the man with the golden touch in terms of financial, was promoted all the way up by John Bennett into the CEO position. He's now left, and yet still not a single word about any. I mean, we're Rangers Football Club, ladies and gentlemen, and what we're seeing is our biggest rivals continue to win trophy after trophy after trophy, and now catchers in terms of trophy haul, yet they're still, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Just let the fans know. Go on. I'm not expecting John Bennett to be able to wave his hand and fix every problem under the sun of that, but just give the fans a wee bit of an update, because again, I'm sitting here recording still not knowing where we're going to be playing our home games. And I want to address something I seen in the comment section of the roundup video as well. I just remember people were saying it doesn't matter if we're going to be no at home for Motherwell or Ross County, we should be able to beat them in a car park. And I understand that mentality. If I'm honest, I like it, and I hope the players have that mentality and hope that's getting drilled in to the players. But it's not just Motherwell or Ross County or potentially again Hibs in the 28th of September that we're not getting that home ground. We're not helping to bleed in these players and help these players settle at Ibrox. Not just that, we're also talking about Champions League qualifiers in and amongst it, which are absolutely vital, not only in terms of financially to help the overall club, but obviously directly what we care about most right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what we can see on the park, attracting new players, being able to bring in better players. That is absolutely vital to our success as a football team, both domestically and at the European level, but we don't know where we're going. This is a place, Ibrox European nights. Ibrox in Europe is a place that no matter what player there's been has came out and said what an advantage it is, or how much stress they were done, or how much pressure they felt like playing against Rangers at Ibrox. That's gone, ladies and gentlemen, because of this entire situation. Yet again, that might be unlucky. It could be that, but it is gone. So maybe come out, address it, tell us where we're going to be so we can start making plots and plans and figure out where we're going to be. But it just feels like it's so amateur hour stuff, and then this leaking crap out to newspapers and that, it's just embarrassing. We're in the midst of a rebuild, ladies and gentlemen, a year after doing a rebuild last season, and that is a mess. Again, going into Champions League qualifiers with hands tied behind their back, and again where we are without a CEO, as John Bennett has absorbed that position right now as they're looking for elsewhere. But again, if you believe what's actually been said, it was well known apparently that Bisgrove was going to be leaving for a wee while. So how did we still be caught with our pants pulled down? Do you know what I mean? That's when I start to get frustrated, ladies and gentlemen. But I get that maybe John Bennett's been a wee bit unlucky in some situations, again with the delay. I can accept all that, but what I can't accept respect is the lack of respect that I feel the fans are actually getting. If papers can get things slipped to them and told this or told that, maybe, just maybe come out and tell the actual fans first rather than slipping out the back door. That's how I feel about the situation, and that's why, despite me being excited about what we're actually going to be seeing on the park, because I still believe in the manager, I'm still excited to see the signings. I know there's going to be a couple more over the next couple of weeks. I'm still excited on that. I can't help but keep peeking up and looking and say, Jesus Christ, it's an absolute mess. Can we just start figuring our stuff out? It needs to be better, because that'll lead to doing here, and that's truthfully how I feel, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if you didn't like this video or if you didn't enjoy it. I just feel like the club should be treating the fans a bit more respectfully, in my personal opinion. Bye, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to end the video right there. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, because I'm very interested to see how you're sitting. Am I completely panty waiting here? Am I just being daft here? Let me know, and if I'll hold my hands up and say it, but I just feel like it should be better, and we deserve more respect. But until next time, I've been CJ92. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully the next video is a much more happier one. Until then, all the best and bye bye.